Good morning, ladies. Today is Monday, April 1st, 2019, and I am 24 weeks and 3 days pregnant. So I'm just giving you a quick update. This is definitely a quick update because I have a cold. Didn't even really do my makeup today. I need to get my eyebrows done. I get them threaded. I need to get them threaded. I just haven't been feeling like it, but I feel like I'm going to force myself to do it today. That way I can like darken them, because without that they're like, I don't know, it seems like they've gotten lighter. I don't know. So really not the most important thing right now, but I'm going to get it done because I'm on some levels vain. So yes, I have a cold, and I started to feel the symptoms of the cold last Thursday. It started with a sore throat, and I thought that I could like rest over the weekend, but I haven't taken any cold medication. I know there are certain things that are safe to take when you're pregnant. I thought I could just rest over the weekend, and hopefully that would make it better. But it really hasn't. It hasn't improved. I don't know if it's gotten worse. I mean, I was coughing a lot last night during the night, which is the first night that that's happened. So maybe it's getting a little worse. I don't know if it's getting worse or better, but primarily right now, it's the coughing, sore throat, sometimes runny nose, like, typical cold stuff. I haven't had a fever that I'm aware of. I have been trying to take my temperature and stay on top of that because I do know that that's important. And, if your temperature goes up, I think over, like, is it 101 or 100.1? I don't know. But if your temperature goes up beyond a certain point, that's not great for the baby. So I've been trying to monitor my temperature. I actually haven't had a fever at all. As far as I'm aware, unless I'm taking it at the times I just don't have a fever. But, so that's the biggest thing that I'm trying to do, is try to stay on top of that and rest. I guess I'm just doing normal stuff that you would do at home to take care of a cold, like rest and drink fluids. It's hard for me to stay hydrated, though. So it was hard for me to stay sufficiently hydrated before the cold. And I know you're supposed to stay even more hydrated when you have a cold. So that's even worse right now. My lips are like a telltale sign for some reason, especially during this pregnancy, for when I'm like not getting enough liquid, because they'll actually start to darken. I don't know. Whatever. It goes away fairly quickly, like if I like kill it with the water and liquids, but like, every few days I feel like this happens, because I'm not like, I'll go really hard on drinking water and drinking liquids, trying to stay with water because I'm not trying to get a lot of extra sugar in, and even like no sodas for the most part. Occasionally I drink a soda, but just because of caffeine, and if you drink diet soda, there's a lot of chemicals. So occasionally I drink ginger ale, maybe a Pepsi every now and then. It is what it is. Trying to juices occasionally, because I'm just trying to stay away from extra sugar, but I do it, and if I want it, I'm getting it. So it is what it is. I'm not really into the denying myself, especially at this stage, but I'm not really into denying myself, period, too much. But even with, regardless of what I drink right now, it's just it just doesn't seem to be enough. I'm not getting enough. Like, I need to stay with a bucket attached to my, like a trough type thing, so I could just constantly have liquid or something. I don't really know how to do it right now, to be honest with you, because it's just never enough liquid, no matter what I do. So yes, anyway, I'm at work. So yeah, I'm sick, but I'm at work. I'm trying not to use up my sick days, because I want to use them primarily for my maternity leave. So I made the choice to push through and come into work. And quite frankly, this is how I got the cold, because someone at my job had a cold. So if they had stayed home, You know, I wouldn't have a cold now. And so I'm returning the favor by not staying home. So yeah, so there you go. And I don't really care because they should have stayed home. That person was a lot sicker than me, snot and tissue all in the face and all that. And I'm really looking like, really, you're going to come and contaminate the whole office? So here I am. I don't feel like I'm as bad as that person, but I definitely know that there's, you know, I'm not going to be in anyone's face. I'm not deliberately trying to get anyone sick. But I do know that, you know, I do have a bit of cold. My husband hasn't gotten it yet. So, I mean, he may not. Every time he has a cold, I don't catch it. And every time I have a cold, he doesn't necessarily catch it. So we'll see. But I'm just tired, ladies. I don't know what to do. I do know that my doctor gave me very early on at my first OBGYN visit, she gave me a list with various, like, she gave me a whole big packet, you know. And in that is a list of medications for cold, a bunch of things, but cold is one of them. You can see the list. There's a whole bunch of things, you know, in here. So it says it's safe to take Robitussin, Sudafed in the 2nd and 3rd trimester, Benadryl, Tylenol cold or sinus, Dayquil, NyQuil, Zyrtec, Claritin, saline nose drops, and zinc lozenges. I could use a lozenge right about now. Yeah, so I haven't taken any of that. For supplements, you could also take Echinacea, no Golden Seal. Often those two come together. Vitamin C, but a max is like 1,000 milligrams a day. Emergency and Airborne. And in Airborne, it says you could take a double dose of the children's product, but not the adult dose. I haven't taken any of that. Well, I do take vitamin C. Let me put it. I'm be honest. I take vitamin C all the time. Like I take every day, but that didn't help. You know, I'm still sick. But I take vitamin C. I take supplements that have vitamin C and calcium because I take that, and that's actually I don't know. Like I wouldn't say it was beneficial, but I'm sick, so I don't know how beneficial it's been. I'm trying not to take the Robitussin or Sudafed or Benadryl. Well, I don't know about Benadryl, maybe Benadryl, but certain things like Sudafed raise your blood pressure. And, you know, my blood pressure has actually been fine lately, but I do not want to have a situation where I'm artificially raising my blood pressure due to the medication. So I'm going to try to fight this cold out naturally. I'm trying to just get one of my supplements that I take. I leave it here at the office. I have some at home. So one of the things that I do take every day is this natural calm stuff. It's calcium and, you know, magnesium. And if, you know, on the back of it, it has, has vitamin C and vitamin D and calcium, magnesium, potassium, boron. I tend to take that daily, and I also combine that with my Metamucil that I take daily. And the Metamucil also has iron in it, so for those people who are like me and you have a fiber issue, I don't have an iron issue, but I don't think it hurts. I'm sure my prenatal vitamin has an iron in it, but I'm getting it also in that too, which Metamucil also has potassium in it. I'm in a little bit of sodium. I really wish it didn't have the sodium, but whatever. It has a little bit. It's not too much, so I'm not too worried about it. But like I said, these Sudafed, I know for a fact, raises your blood pressure. And some of these other medications may have a Sudafed or a Sudafed-like drug in it that may raise your blood pressure, which is why I haven't tried to take them yet. You know, people with high blood pressure all the time actually don't take these medications. They take something, I think it's Chlorcidin HD or something like that. I don't know. But that's not even listed here, so I'm not saying that I would take that. I'm just saying that when you have high blood pressure, you tend not to take these because they can, Sudafed especially, and things containing Sudafed can raise your blood pressure. It is interesting that on the list that she gave me, it says Sudafed in the 2nd and 3rd trimester. So you couldn't take it, I guess you don't take it in your 1st trimester. Dayquil and NyQuil. I don't think they have Sudafed, but I know they have a I'm sorry, I can't say it right now. Decongestant in it. And right now, and those things can raise your blood pressure. Not all of them do, but like I said, Sudafed is one that does. So I've just been trying to fight it naturally with rest and fluids. I've been doing a crap job at it, so, you know, so I'm still sick, I guess. And also the fact is, when you're pregnant, your immune system is compromised. It's almost like having a virus already, because your immune system is working towards your body, period, is working to produce this baby, to grow this baby, to make it healthy and strong. So you're secondary. So, you know, the cold may linger a little longer than I would like it to right now, but we'll see. Try to get some orange juice, I don't know, and combine it with, you see how much, I don't know, vitamin C is in this stuff that I take. This says 290 milligrams per serving, and a serving is 3 tablespoons. So I don't think I'm getting 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Maybe I need to pump it up. Between that, teas and rest. And with teas, be careful, because, you know, not all teas, you know, you want to limit your caffeine, and all herbal teas aren't healthy. So depending on the herbal tea that you're taking, you should look at and see what's in there. I tend to drink chamomile. There's one I love by, what's the company that makes this? I love this tea. It's Traditional Medicinals. It's lavender and chamomile. I love this one. I don't know, it tastes better than just regular chamomile to me. But I do drink regular chamomile and chamomile, and that's fine. I also drink lemon ginger tea, which I think I'm going to drink today, because I think maybe it'll help with my throat, since I am at work, and I do plan to work a full day for the most part. But I'm tired, and you know, I have a shortness of breath, and that's actually, aside from this, I'm sure having a cold right now is not helping it, but I have shortness of breath, which you may have too, or if you don't have it yet, maybe you may get, or maybe you won't. But just from, I think the positioning of the babies can sometimes push up into your lungs. So, you know, your organs shift. So your bladder and stomach and all of that, your stomach is pushed up. I don't know what happens to your bladder. I think it gets shoved out the way. And I know your lungs get pushed up. So, although I'm not huge, my belly isn't huge, belly bump, I definitely do have, you know, symptoms. I feel huge, regardless if I look huge. So, so I get shortness of breath walking up a flight of stairs. I still try to do it. I'm still working out. I'm still trying to push it. I know maybe I shouldn't be pushing it. I don't know. But I definitely get shortness of breath. No pain. If you get in pain, you should, you know, stop and probably call somebody. But just short, like, you know, I'm winded really quickly, you know. So having the cold isn't necessarily helping that. But that's it right now. Hopefully in a few days I'll feel better and I can maybe update. I wanted to do, since I am officially 6 months, I wanted to try to do like a 6-month bump. But I showed you guys last week. It's not much different. I mean, I don't like to show it too much while I'm at work because I'm still hiding it. But I don't know if you can see it a little bit. You see a little bit? There you go. Yes, I am still hiding it. I know. I am going to say something soon. Or they could just watch my videos. But I am still hiding it. It's just, well, I mean, no, it's actually cold, chilly today. Not in my office, but it's actually chilly today outside. So the sweater doesn't look odd. But I do know it will be too hot to be putting on sweaters and stuff and all of that soon. So I do plan to say something. And I'll let you know how that goes as well. I'm not really nervous about it. I just kind of feel like it's none of anybody's business. But it kind of is. But it's kind of not, you know. So it's my decision on when I say something. And, you know, I'm at a full-fledged 6 months. When I have the sweater on, you can't really, you can't tell, you know. I'm going to just wear it like this. And, you know, you can't really, you won't be able to really see too much. Let me see. Yeah, you won't really be able to tell. You won't be able to tell. I'm fine with it. So I just have the sweater on and it'll be fine. But I will say something soon because my coworkers that know that I am close with here are kind of looking at me like, you really haven't said anything. Not necessarily because I'm showing, just because, you know, somebody has to take on my work when I'm out. So I think they're like side-eyeing me a little bit with like, okay, if we need a plan for while you're out, and no plan is being made because you're not saying anything. But listen, this is still my prerogative. So, and I feel that you should say something when you're ready. Now, I think I mentioned this before. HR told me that I only have to say something a month before I go out. I'm not going to wait until June. But give me another week and I'll see about it then. But I'm definitely going to say something before it just pops out and it can't be hidden and I'm looking crazy. But even then, even if I'm looking crazy, it doesn't matter. I don't have to say anything, and legally they're not supposed to ask you. So, you know, so even though they'll know. But here, honestly, many people don't know. So, you know. Anyway, all right, ladies, I'm going to try to work and rest my throat as much as I can today. And, you know, I will talk to you soon. I don't know what other people have done when they've had colds. If not for the preeclampsia risk and watching my blood pressure, I probably would have taken some of those medications at this point, tried them. But given that I don't want my blood pressure to even be temporarily elevated or whatever the case is with those medications, I'm just trying to rock without it, and I'll only use them as a last resort. So I'll keep you posted, and I will talk to you soon. Oh, happy April Fools.